à prévenir de telles tragédies le plus tôt possible.
All governments have a responsibility to protect their people from these crimes, and all nations have a stake in helping them meet that responsibility. Having joined that consensus, it is appalling to see what the Syrian government has wrought on its own people over the last 2 years. And yet, even against this murderous backdrop, the events of August 21 stand out. On that day, the world watched with horror as the Assad regime deployed chemical weapons against its own people, poisoning over 1,000 men, women, and children, hundreds of children, with a chemical nerve agent as many of them slept. The mother who has to live without her 5-year-old daughter because she was killed by a sniper feels the pain no less searingly than the father whose 5-year-old son was asphyxiated in a sarin attack. All attacks on civilians are an outrage that should shock the conscience. We must also recognize that the use of chemical weapons crosses a line. These weapons are particularly grotesque, efficient, and indiscriminate. Their use can't be reconciled with basic principles of humanity that apply even in wartime. The consensus reached in September 2005 should not be code for necessitating military intervention, but R2P is a doctrine for prevention. It should have compelled Assad to protect his people rather than attack them, and it should have compelled his partners in the international community to step in earlier, lend advice and assistance, and prevent the situation from reaching its current metastatic proportions. It should have. Clearly, it is the understatement of the year to say we still have work to do.